We are back. Welcome back to the Listen Nissim show.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Just give me a second. I'll just start. Hand over this. Bloopers. Okay, go.
We're back with Yehuda Sussman, the musician from Johannesburg, joining us live here from Orach Sameach. Thank you for joining us.
Let's go. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, no, I'm joking. So tell us a little bit about your background.
So, I grew up in Johannesburg, South Africa. I have 11 siblings. There are 6 boys in my family, 6 girls. And 2 amazing parents. My father, he has been a rabbi for all I remember. He's now the principal of the girls' high school in South Africa, and my mother is in teaching. She's been teaching grade 1, grade 0, we say in South Africa. I don't know what you call it. What's before grade 1?
0?
0? Okay.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten, same page. No, she teaches Aleph base. It's like a bit above kindergarten. So, yeah, teaching is a part of my family, and that's as much as I could say.
What about your great-grandparents and grandparents?
Let's just start. My father's side, before I was born, my father's father passed away, and my grandmother, thank God, is still alive. She lives in Johannesburg. Just countryside South Africans who just moved to the city later on in life. I don't really know too much history about them. My grandmother grew up in Cape Town, I'm wrong. But my grandfather's more of like a farm boy, was from more farmish family. And then my mother's parents, which, thank God, also both alive, they live now in Hernorth. My grandfather's from the Lower East Side of America. Is that what we say? I don't really know the geography too well. But he was Talmid over Moshe Feinstein, and my grandmother grew up in Johannesburg. And my grandmother went to go date in America, and I guess after a few years living there, they came back, where my grandfather became a Rav of a very prominent community in South Africa, which now no longer exists because there's been a mass Aliyah movement. So sadly, we're losing numbers at a rapid speed of the community. So I think that's anything else I can tell you about our family.
You have Philadelphia connection?
Say again?
Philadelphia, Pupco? Or no?
Yes. How do you know them?
Around here, but you're related to?
Somehow. I don't know exactly, but he does come to our family weddings. Some connection.
Cool. What was Jewish life like growing up for you there?
So my family was super religious. I think I'm definitely on the more extreme, for good, side in the community. We're outliers, I would say. Pretty intense. I wouldn't say pretty intense in a bad way. That definitely was the main focus of the Torah lifestyle, and in my house, that was definitely the only focus, I would say. This is the main thing. And then all other things were secondary. So it was great. Yeah.
Oh, what about high school too? After high school?
So for high school, I went to the Masifta there. And then straight after high school, I came to Sussman, the South African program Pesca, which has been absolutely unbelievable for me.
How'd you know to go there?
Oldest brother came on it many years ago, and it's like, what no one knows about it except South Africans. So, but it's like when a lot of South Africans go, and it has a great name for people who've been on it, definitely, and it just has. I don't know exactly, but the success rate is absolutely skyrocket.
Well, what's their goal? What does make a student successful or not?
They focus on building yourself more than focusing on other things. And then suddenly, like, the surrounding things happen by itself. So by building the kli to learn Torah, to accept, to speak, to be a Ben Torah, and then the Torah itself suddenly comes slowly, and it just naturally comes, but it comes so well together that it's unbelievable, the whole experience. I don't think I actually know exactly how it works, but it just works. It's unbelievable because there's such a wide spectrum of different boys. For different, they have different ones, what they want to achieve, but for somehow everyone's able to have their own program in one program. So that's pretty awesome. I think the success lies in the commitment from the rabbis, for sure, and there's a very high percentage of rabbis v students. So that's, yeah.
Tell us about your first musical influence, the earliest one, I mean.
My first song, so there's a program called Vaharivna, which is a Chazara program, and Gemara in school wasn't working out for me really, and it hurt me because the family I come from, the value of Torah is so high, and I knew it's something I needed to achieve enough, so it wasn't coming to me, I wasn't enjoying it. And this program called Vaharivna was launched in South Africa by Dovi Blumenov, who's head of Achim, which is the youth movement. There he started it. And what happened, I started enjoying it. I learned that the more you revise, the more you love it. And there was a song by a pretty well-known non-Jewish artist so first actually I wrote the lyrics with a very good friend of mine, Akira Gravetsky, to a Jewish song, and it sounded super Jewish. It was pretty cool. The lyrics were amazing. The tune was stolen. And then what happened was, it was a big hit at that time that I was busy writing it. I was, 3 years ago? And the song actually had in the lyrics, there's nothing more painful. And I'm just playing this chord progression. I'm going up and down, up and down, up and down. And then it was the most I've written, thank God, many songs, but it just came so naturally to me, the tune. I just took the lyrics and I took this chord progression and it just flowed immediately. And then I was like, this is an unbelievable song. Let me try to do something about it. And then it was a friend of mine, Khaled, his name is Khaled Friedman. You should definitely check him out on all streaming platforms. He's probably the best musician I know out there. He's absolutely unbelievable. He was able to help me do the music behind everything, which was an unbelievable experience just to see such a musical genius work. And then I just left the song. It just never happened. I basically forgot about it. So we had the music but not the vocals. And then when I went back to South Africa last year for Sukkot, I was like, let me just record, let's get it out. And it was more of a rushed thing. And I put it out, and I'm very happy with it. I mean, I wouldn't say it got too many hits at all, but when I listened to it, I absolutely love it, and it's a great song. And I know there's people who really connected to that song, and that really meant a lot to me, so that was pretty cool.
Do you know what clicked that made you enjoy Gemara?
It's just a natural thing. The more you revise, go listen to the song, you'll hear all the lyrics. It's the more you revise, you become more... It comes less... I don't know what the word is, or how to describe it, but... You know it better, basically, so now you keep on doing it, and you just know, I know for myself, I know it's the will that Hashem wants, so keep on doing it, and you get a massive kick that you know you're doing the right thing, but you actually realize there's an awesome logic process that's going through the Gemara, and it's just enjoyable. I don't want to degrade it by saying a book, but just an awesome read, and it comes alive. So that was pretty cool, and it's definitely hard Gemara, but it's definitely my favorite thing. My favorite thing to learn. To integrate it.
Yeah. And do you know what about your Gemara Shir in school that wasn't working out specifically? They were too
I prefer
rushed?
not to speak about school in general. Much happier off in Yeshiva, and there was a lot of stuff went down, but I don't want to go into it.
But today you love learning Gemara?
Yeah, love. I never hated learning. It's always that I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
But in school, maybe it wasn't the personal attention. There wasn't someone like guiding me through it, etc.
It was beautiful that you ended up here.
But it's also like school always is that like it's all forced, and it's just not a healthy environment in a sense because you're coming from that point of view. But something you come into this extra program was my choice. I wanted to be there, so that could be definitely a major factor. And then when you come to yeshiva, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do, and you're around boys who want to be there, so it's pretty cool.
Right.
So that's awesome.
So did you take singing lessons when you were younger?
I took for I don't know, maybe 2 months.
Here or there?
In South Africa. Had a band for a bit.
Oh yeah.
That was me. I was singing. I was on the piano. We had a drummer, Shlomo Wolpe. Shout out to him. Absolutely one of the best drummers I know. Eliyahu Setzer was on the guitar. Also an unbelievable musician, and we played at 3 or 4 gigs. It was absolutely the funnest experience that I've experienced in my life, and hopefully in the near future maybe I'll see how I can get back into it.
And what's been your developments both musically and educationally since you first started in Or Sameach to now?
I think this crazy journey of finding myself, it's just like it's a complete transformation. Who I was to who I am today. I have so much gratitude to the awesome rabbis I have. I couldn't, definitely in a learning perspective, what I've gained here is absolutely unbelievable. I think this is one of the greatest places to actually learn how to learn. It's awesome in that sense. What was that third one?
Musically?
Musically. Less. I think it went down in school. I played a lot. That was like my best friend during school. I would play hours and just compose hours. And like now I'm yeshiva and I'm busy with learning and other things that like it's more like secondary. So that I'm pretty disappointed in that, as I would like for it to be its main focus. But hopefully it'll come in its time.
You still have time to practice once in a while?
Yes, I play piano. I make sure the piano's next to my bed, so I'm going to play every day. Do play every day. It's pretty cool. But nothing like at home. The house would shake with me playing that piano. I have to give a shout out to my parents. I mean, in the earlier years when I went for piano lessons, there was definitely like more banging, and I never took the piano seriously, and it was more like kids playing around. And then like, I don't know, when was it, like at 15 there was like a turn, like they could hear what I was playing, and then I just slowly got better, where people could enjoy my playing. So yeah. And
any ideas for your next steps, short term or long term?
In the music, so I do need to do a voice course. That's definitely something I need to do. I would like to learn drumming, actually. I'd like to learn the drums. I wanted to put out a few more songs, definitely. I'd like to do everything in theory, but hopefully I'll be putting out a song soon. I'm not working on anything yet. I have songs ready, but it's very expensive and you basically make no money back. So it's really pure enjoyment that's the only thing you're getting from it. And let's see where life takes me, because issues just intensified over time. So I don't know what my schedule is going to be like next month, and if I'm going to have time to do this. So I actually don't know. But I've been it to myself. It's going to happen at one stage of my life. When, I don't know.
Amen. Can you share about your lyric writing process? If you do it through a method or
So, English, I would say that I just, you sit there and just write. Was actually my friend, he was actually, when I first started writing like lyrics in English, he like started showing me the flow, exactly how to do it, like so the connection between the lines, which I didn't pick up immediately. So I'd normally like write a paragraph that doesn't flow at all and it's not going to be correct for lyrics, and then I'll fix it up and switch it in with other words. But the best writing happens probably when I'm just sitting playing chords and then I just feeling something and like I just let it out with the song. Like that's when definitely my best stuff comes out. For sure. And then Hebrew, you just, there's such beautiful words diving into healing. You can just like, you read and then you read the English and you're like, this is like unbelievable. And then it just comes naturally,
Yeah.
I think. Yep.
And what are your main the main artists that influenced you and genres that you like enjoy?
I love Hasidic music. Like L11, definitely one of my favorites. Yaakov Shweki, of course, I'm saying. That's what I grew up on. All of them. I like these small artists, these small random artists. I really like all music, but I would say more Hasidic style guys have inspired me, definitely. The Thank Hashem artists with all those collaborations definitely be something cool to see. Many watch, definitely. And I also like appreciate when there's an artist who's also a musician. Like Avi Rottenberg or, there's a few Hasidim, I don't remember the names, but like, they whole show, they're not just singing, they play guitar and maybe it's piano, and that really excites me.
Did you, growing up, listen to the marvelous Midos Machine?
For sure.
Oh yeah?
I don't know if I still remember the songs, but that was awesome. That was definitely a highlight. Avi Rottenberg is an absolute legend of music. What he's composed and what he's done, brilliant. Hashem's really just given him an unbelievable koyach that he was able to tap in.
What was the context when you listened to those tapes?
What do you mean? Sitting around listening to music?
Yeah, how old were you? What kind of pastime was it? Was it with friends, alone?
No, I'm saying that
in
was
the car?
when I was much younger. We used to have I still remember we used to have a tape player. And we used to have all the albums on tapes and then like a few CDs, I remember. At that stage, it was just like in the house, like background music. But I was always that noisy child who loved singing, making noise. Now I just sit around, enjoy playing in headphones and I can just take myself out of the world. Today there Rosh Hashanah, I was just like preparing and I was like plug myself in, put on a good good nigunim, touch the neshama outside. It just took me places I could never go by myself.
Yeah, beautiful. Any idea what you would think to do after Or Sameach? Where to go? To make Aliyah or?
Well, that's like $1 million question. I'm definitely leaning more to making Aliyah than going back home. But I don't know what the future brings. For now, I'm just trying to do my yeshiva days, get the most out of yeshiva, and then you can come ask me if I've done yeshiva, if I've never done yeshiva.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hashem, leave it up to Hashem. Hashem has shown me so many times that if it was in my control, we'd be nowhere. But thank you, Hashem, that He takes the lead.
Yeah.
Shows us the way.
Beautiful. So just share with the audience where they could find your music and how to connect to you.
You can find my music on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. I think the other ones also. I don't know how I uploaded onto DistroKids. I don't know what they did exactly, but definitely the big three. And 24/6, a big shout out to 24/6. That's the Jewish streaming app. I think it's done absolutely wonders. Technology's great behind it, and it just, I feel like the other streaming apps is, you can go and you just want to listen to music, but they're going to catch you somewhere. They're going to show you stuff that you've got no connection to music. It's a disgrace. So massive shout out to 24/6, and I remember they making the move from Spotify to 24/6. It's very hard, but probably was one of the best moves I've done in my life.
What do you mean, removing from Spotify?
Yes, it was very hard. Like I lost out on many podcasts that were not on 24/6, because 24/6 is just music stuff and music non-Jewish artists that I can't listen to, but it's transformed. It's unbelievable the difference when you listening to good clean stuff, not just Jewish music, and like what you can get on Spotify. It's a disgrace. I'm very extreme, but that's just my personal opinion.
But your music is still on Spotify?
Yes, for sure. I was just giving 24/6 a shout out. That's what I listen to music for, and I think if anyone is thinking about the move there. It's good for you.
Wow, was it an overnight delete for Spotify for you?
No, it was like, wow, it was a whole process. I always wanted to, and then like once I was just like going, I was looking for artists, and I was like, whoa, like this is ridiculous, and like it was like the instant moment, you just press like delete Spotify, and you're down with it.
Oh, very nice. And what's the name that everyone should type to find?
Yehuda Sussman, YEHUDA SUSSMAN. And then on Spotify there's my email address that you can reach out to me. I think it's yehudasassmusic@gmail.com. Haven't even looked at it once. But if you want to reach out to a collab, I'm more than happy. I'd love to do that. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for sharing your story.
It's actually been a small dream. I've always wanted to go on a podcast, so maybe if I come like a professional interviewer, I'll give shout outs to you.
Thank you.
So it's all where it started. And hit subscribe, like, comment. Make him famous. We need you. He'll remember me.
Yeah, there's a story about the Baal Shem Tov. He was a baby, and anyway, it's a story about how fame could be a curse sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we wish you much atzlacha and a gemar chatima tova.
Amen. All the best.
Amen.